News just coming in, barely an hour to go for the gates of Sabarimala to be thrown open. Angry protesters who've been attacking women journalists, installing women devotees from moving ahead, have now started pelting stones at the police. Meanwhile, 700 policemen have been deployed and 300 more are on their way to Nilakal. Cases have been registered against 50 persons. 21 arrests have been made, out of which 2 have been granted bail. 30 people arrested today. And that's the count since yesterday. We have Gopi Krishnan who's with us live. Gopi, the police finally detaining people. We're now being told that they're also coming under attack from protesters who've decided to block the entry of women. Tell us what's happening on the ground.
Well, Simi, I am in Pamba, and even now in Pamba, I must say the situation is not under complete control of the police, because just barely an hour back we had a situation where the protesters were actually running into the forest area to try and stop a tractor which they believe was carrying a woman. They were hiding a woman inside a tractor and carrying, and while we were reporting that, the women colleagues of us were attacked and they were threatened by these protesters. And basically these are people who actually call themselves as devotees, and this is the kind of things that they're doing here in Pamba and right in front of the police eyes. And now what has happened is that the pressure is mounting on the state government to act, because they are actually left in a fix, because if something is done to these people who actually claims to be devotees, then it will actually turn out to be a much larger political and social issue in Kerala, because the actual kind of tag that the state government does not want is that the LDF or the left government has mercilessly beaten up devotees who were peacefully protesting in Sabarimala, and that is the only reason why the state government, we believe, is actually taking a step back. But now the point has come for the Kerala police to act, and finally they have started acting that, and the first round has begun in Nilakal is what we are getting to understand, because Nilakal, remember, was one of the most violent areas, because none of the women journalists were in a situation to even report from there. 2 of our colleagues, Mausmi Singh and Shalini Lobo, was threatened, intimidated, and they were forced out of that area. They were not even allowed to stay in Nilakal. So you can imagine the kind of mood that is prevailing in Nilakal, and that is precisely the reason why we believe the police has started an action. They have started lati charging these protesters. They are trying to scare these people away, but the actual topography of that area is actually causing more trouble for the police, because Nilakal is an area which is completely surrounded by rubber plantations and just a huge road that is cutting across this rubber plantation. So whenever there is a lati charge that happens, all these protesters, they just run into these rubber plantations and they hide there, and they also start pelting stones at the police personnel. Now 4 police personnel has been injured is what we are getting to understand, but the police is trying to take control over the situation at the moment.
Well, that's the situation on the ground, extremely tense. There's more news coming in.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.